Yep, you guessed it. I am here with another Wit Quick. And this one today is about 5 things to do before getting into a relationship with someone. Okay, so let's go ahead and just dive right on to it, shall we? Okay, number 1. When you're considering getting into a relationship with somebody, and I'm not talking about the just going out dating phase. I'm talking about the point in time where you get with someone and you decide that I want to be with this person. I want to be committed to this person, and I want this person to be committed to me. These are some things that you need to consider before making that decision. Number 1, talk about life plans for the future. You need to talk with this person, because what you don't want to do is fall in love. And then all of a sudden you all have the conversation about kids, and he wants kids, but you don't. But now you're in a relationship. So that means that someone's going to not have what they need, when that's a really, really big, flag on the play. If someone wants kids and you know that you don't want any more kids, or you're done having children, or you don't want any at all, that's a conversation that you all need to have up front. If your dreams and aspiration is to travel the world and to be financially stable and to own businesses, you need to ask your partner, how does he feel about having a woman or a partner that is an entrepreneur? Because maybe this person is like, I feel like entrepreneurs work too much. They're out too much. I don't really care for that. And maybe they're like, I like to travel, but I don't like to do a whole lot of traveling. Why wait until you're in love in order to find out these things? Go ahead and ask the questions now. Ask the hard-hitting questions now, and don't be afraid to say, I don't think this is going to be what I need to do, because studies show that the things that we overlook in the first month of just dating are usually the same things that we leave our long-term relationships for, when a lot of heartache could have been prevented if you would have just asked a simple question. Number two is be comfortable supporting yourself. If you are not financially able to completely support yourself without help, I don't think that you need to get into a relationship, mainly because that means that you are entering into a relationship as a dependent, because you're going to need something. And this is not just tailored to women. This is women and men, because men also enter relationships for help. So make sure that you don't have to be making enough money to completely support everyone in her family, but make sure that you are or somebody in his family, make sure that you are at least making enough money that you are completely supporting yourself on your own. You're not looking for any help. You're not trying to figure out who can pay this, who can do this. Every month is something else. Just make sure you're comfortable doing that. That way you don't put that burden on anyone else. I think that's something that people should talk about before getting in a relationship. Number 3, have your emotions under control. Let me explain. No one is going to have their emotions completely under control. And there are going to be some things that make us react in a way that we don't plan to react, because things come in as they, we can't control it. We don't know the future. We don't know what's going to happen. But have control over your emotions to not be able to say, well, when I get mad, I say anything. You have to be able to have some kind of control over that, because everyone is not going to allow you to say whatever it is you want to say or do anything to them. So make sure that you have enough care over your emotions to where you can say, you and this person can have a conversation, and you understand that you're not always right. This person is not going to always be right, but you all are able to agree to disagree and move forward with your life. If you're at the point where you still want to bust windows and cut tires and I'm going to, expose him and everything like that, you might not be ready for a relationship, because that's something that you need to get under control before you invite somebody else into your space. Number four, give it time. Like, really, what's the rush? Don't meet someone and you all have one good conversation and you're already visualizing, I wonder what we're going to name our kids. I wonder how he's going to look at the altar at the end waiting for me to come down. Is he going to cry or anything like that? Baby, this is the first date. Why are you even thinking about that? Give yourself time. Don't rush into all of that right away, because what you'll do is you'll set yourself up for failure, because you're thinking of the future and this person just trying to figure out if they want beef or chicken at the restaurant. Wait. Take your time, get to know this person, see them for who, spend some time with them. Don't just be like, oh, every time I see them, we're in public, because people act differently in public. Get this person around his friends, get this person or that person around her mom. See what the relationships are like. Don't rush it. Don't be in a rush. Take your time and build something meaningful so that it'll last longer. Number 5, identify and evaluate red flags. I see people all the time say, he's always been like this, but I just can't take it no more. Me included. I saw red flags from the beginning, but I told myself that these red flags were going to turn into white flags because I was going to love somebody so hard that it was going to change them. And wrong. It does not work. Red flags are not, when he eat, he chew, and I can hear him chewing. That's a red flag. That's not a red flag, because you can say, babe, when you chew, your mouth is kind of like smacking, and that's bothering me. And he can work on changing it. Red flags are, he's abusive. He has a temper. He has mental issues that you're not going to be able to deal with. These are red flags. Again, he want kids. You don't want kids. You want kids. He doesn't want kids. These are red flags, because that's 2 different lives that you all are, going to lead. Red flags are, he's not financially competent enough to save. He want to spend all the money that he have. To me, that's a red flag, because you can train someone or teach someone how to do better with their money or to save and everything. But for me personally, that's a red flag, because I know what I am trying to achieve. If hygiene, if somebody's house is, you go over his house and his house is always dirty, it's not clean, to me that's a red flag, because this is how you live, and this is letting me know that if me and you move together, I am going to be the person who clean up all the time after you, and that's going to create a problem. I know that everybody's house is not going to be spick and span, but it's a certain amount of dirty that I just cannot take, because why aren't you cleaning? Why aren't you cleaning up? That's a problem for me. But these are things that you need to do. Evaluate those red flags. Are these big red flags? Are those things that can be changed? And there are small little things that you can get over. Whatever it is, don't cheat yourself into being with somebody and falling in love and then just having to deal with whatever red flags they decide to give you. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you.